Something's wrong with that kid. His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath.
The high-security psychiatric hospital where Kevin had been treated has been affected by a mysterious fire. Various patients were seriously injured, many barely even survived the 3-hour interruption of their cable television programs.
The fire started by a lit cigarette someone left on one of the couches. This mental institution is destroyed all because of some lunatic's fault.
Kevin, I'm afraid that because of the fire, there are no rooms left in the hospital. So, I'm going to send you to a special hospital until this one is all fixed up.
Kevin felt good and thought he was going to have a nice vacation. Mr. Franklin didn't tell him how the new hospital was going to be like, and how it was run by a group of all religious fanatics that they had been investigating.
Welcome to Magic Rise Community Recovery Ranch. We hope during your stay you will learn your mistakes from your pathetic lives, and that you will appreciate the many powers of Roy.
Kevin asked where he could find cigarettes and alcohol, but they told him there's a satanic, so he had to go and look for them secretly.
I'll come back with my hands full of those stuff, Messiah.
Pete decided to leave the ranch with no one stopping him just because they were fanatics. That doesn't mean that they were idiots.
Kevin, before you enter the program, you must need to go for a cleansing ritual.
Kevin started to think that by the cleansing ritual they meant a bath. It had been years since Kevin took a bath, since the bathtub was filled with Percy's beers.
Kevin, it is required that you receive the best medical treatment that this institution can provide you. For that, we are going to perform an exorcism on you.
Oh, Satan. Oh, Satan. Oh, Satan.
Kevin didn't know what was going to happen next. He first started to vomit, then his head started to spin, and he jumped onto the woman and twisted her neck completely.
You demonic beast, what do you have for me? Why have you turned this poor baby's life into a real torment?
Ugh, G32, this job is a nightmare. G32, 129, I'm going to leave my wife. 129. Kevin and his father didn't play bingo, but they had been denied of their last check from their allowance. When they couldn't buy cigarettes, they would inhale all the smoke from the others at the bingo. Percy would steal almost all of the empty beer bottles. Sometimes he would find bitter nails and cigarette butts in them.
I can't wait to see Auntie Santita's. Oh boy, let's get out of this dump. If we hurry up, we can find it open. You will see why I drive like lightning.
But he was too stupid to realise that they said he drives like lightning because he crashed into trees, not because he was fast. They had even studied his case. Luckily, his accidents never caused any harm to nature. The car was in such bad shape, it even made it onto a magazine cover for crazy accidents. Percy was so conceited that he even posed for the picture before he fell into a coma. When 2 trucks arrived, Kevin has already regained consciousness. Luckily, the police tow trucker was Lomax, Kevin's favourite cousin. And out of the whole family, he was the one who had the least arduous job. Lomax used to go to places where accidents had happened to remove cars and always had interesting stories to tell about strange and curious things that happened to him in them. If Kevin wasn't so pathologically adverse to authority, Lomax's job would be his ideal job. About 3 years ago, a huge truck that was loaded with logs jackknifed on a bridge and fell into the top of a school bus. That was filled with orphans and nuns.
Many veteran police officers cried in help, asking, "Why God?" But kid, God never responded.
Kevin couldn't imagine a person in the world that was cooler than Lomax, because he considered to be normal not feeling accepted because of the pools of blood he saw or the stains left on his clothes. Lomax, up ahead is the biggest collision on the highway. Kevin had never seen a multiple collision like that in his life, only in the Brad Reynolds movies. But he was disappointed because the police and ambulance had taken away most of the bodies by then. While Lomax was collecting one of the cars, Kevin spotted something interesting. It was the head of one of the victims from the accident. And it was under the car. No one had spotted it. The face had a very terrifying expression, and its breath was very familiar to him. Liquor, just like his old man's breath.
What are you looking at over there, cousin? Did you find something interesting?
Kevin didn't want Lomax to take the head away. He liked the idea of having a human head, keeping company as well. So Kevin said he was tired and wanted to go home. Kevin left the head in his room and acted like it was a friend for about a week, and no one had noticed until it was time to do laundry.
My pants were clean and they still smell bad.
Kevin's dad had been discharged from the hospital when he found the head, and he told the boy a few things.
Why did you want to bring the human head? Get that thing out of here.
Kevin asked what to do with the head.
Your mother is the expert in these matters, but she's detoxing from that before 7, or she was scared to go away the guest gate.
Kevin felt very sorry to say goodbye to his new friend, but then he had an idea. If he returned the head to the victim's family, he could get a reward. He could also change the head of another body for another head. For example, his father. After talking to Lomax, Kevin showed up to the funeral service with the head.
He was much more than a mediocre city councilman. He was more creative with tax evasion, and every time he spoke, it seemed like he had something between his teeth. If anyone has any words for us to remember his good side goodbye, please do so and share it with us. Thank you.
Kevin thought everyone would appreciate it, so he took out the head from his jacket. Instead of being happy, people began screaming like crazy.
Oh my God, what kind of evil beast are you? Jesus, you are the seed of the devil.
Kevin didn't like how they were talking to him. He just said he was an alcoholic and that was the accident's fault. He gave a good kick in the past his balls.
Ouch!
He grabbed the head and left. It was a sad day. Kevin had missed his chance to be a hero, but at least he had a new home for the birds in the yard. Kevin had been expelled from his school again. He was used to going to class with a knife, pretending that it was part of his religion. The new rules forbid anyone carrying weapons, even though it was part of his religion, so Kevin protested in his own way and took one of his classmates in as hostage so he can have his gun. When his mother found out, she got very angry.
If you don't study hard, you'll end up like your father in a charity hall.
I am very grateful for the recognition. I will continue living at your expense.
Kevin promised himself that he would never end up like his father in a shameful way and looked up for a job. As soon as he left, Kevin sat down and realised he knew nothing about having a working life. If he had the money, he would run away from his parents and that stupid house forever. Kevin would take with him many memories of his experience, like the tornado that once devastated the neighbourhood. The judge who went crazy and shot everyone in his sight. Or the day when someone stole the trailer in the garden from the old lady.
Where the hell's my trailer?
If he found a job, Kevin could leave that dump to start his military training at some mountain camp. Just then, Charlie appeared.
Hey kid, if you're looking for a job, give me a hand. I'm going to start a new business. And I need a young man like you to help me.
Kevin asked Charlie what kind of business it was.
Let's say I'm going to run a plantation. Come on with me, we have to run some errands. Do you like tomatoes? Many people like to grow tomatoes, but now people don't like to grow tomatoes outside. But now you can grow them indoors in your own house, in the basement, away from the eyes of the law. You get what I'm saying? They have helicopters looking for these clandestine farms. We as citizens, we have a duty to buy those machines. I'll take 12.
When Kevin arrived at Charlie's farm, he was excited at the idea of receiving his own salary.
First, I'll get some tools. We will install the equipment and we'll talk about the salary.
Kevin had a great time eating some chocolate cupcakes that were in the kitchen and playing with the dog. Kevin went outside to the garden and saw Charlie entering a secret door.
Come over here. This caravan is the one that you were after sold for me.
The mystery of the widow's Madrell's trailer had been solved. And the disappearance of Blinky, his cat. Kevin could have been shocked by the discovery, but since he's a sociopath, he didn't care in the least.
The cops won't be able to see the ultraviolet lights of armored trailer. I'm going to get some fresh water and we will plant the seeds.
A few hours later, they finished installing all other lights for the plants. And Charlie gave Kevin his corresponding share, 2 grams every hour of work, less taxes. Kevin felt a strange flush of heat and wondered if his emotionally dead soul was starting to feel the symptoms of self-confidence. In reality, he just felt the effects of the chocolate cupcakes he ate earlier and now started to kick in with side effects. Then he mysteriously lost control of his sphincters and fainted. Kevin's first job was an unforgettable experience for many weeks. Eventually, because the next day, Charlie found the body of his guard dog at the bottom of the well. The body had swollen up like a rugby ball. Since the dog's body had been decomposing in the water tank all weekend, they both caught botulism and went on the toilet with diarrhea for weeks. One day, Kevin's dad was observing all of the empty beer bottles in the backyard until he came with the perfect idea.
Bottle fight! Coward. Let's see what you can do.
Why don't you turn those bottles into cash so I can get the money from earning, you meathead?
It seemed like a good idea, so they stole a car and collected all the balls. Kevin's parents came out with a stall of a bunch of money. They started arguing over it.
I've drunk half of those beers. Give me half of the money. It belongs to me.
Don't even think about it, fat ass.
And besides, you are going to invite us somewhere decent to eat.
Kevin's dad didn't like being told what to do. Well, before he could say anything, his wife hit him in the balls with a shopping cart and he had to obey without questioning. So Mum took them to the most classic restaurant she could find. It was the most famous buffet in the whole city. People kept coming, even those from the health department. When they entered, Kevin looked at all over the different exotic menus from around the world. He was amazed by the fact there were 57 different ways to make onion rings.
Excuse me, sir, we don't usually ask people this before eating. You need ID to pay your benefit check.
We're paying with cash, you idiot. And what's with the sausages? Only 40? I thought you could eat as much as you want.
Mister, if you are really hungry, you should try eating the Great Wall of Fudge. It is the only dessert in the world that you can see from space.
Although Percy was still sore from the shopping cart, he had the strength to try and flirt with the cashier.
I would like to see you, Fudge.
Anastasia had started to see all the plates, but for some reason, her allergy always triggered in the buffets. She had no explanation to why, but she was allergic to horses. They soon began to eat exotic dishes and drinks from all over the world. And Percy had to puke to make space for his fourth meal. The waiter paid with a check.
You got $2,000? What fucking joke is this?
Sir, in the restaurant you can eat anything, but the drinks I want to pay for, okay?
You tricked us, you damn Frenchman!
Percy didn't want to be tricked by Velociraptor like that, so he gave him a good hit and took all the food that they had in the buffet. Kevin thought it was the best restaurant he'd ever been to. And it was a shame that the restaurant shut down a day later. The exorcism wasn't over yet. Before the devil in Kevin was completely expelled, the ceremony was interrupted by Magic Roy himself. The tax department is investigating me, so tonight we'll all be going a long way away. Kevin did not like that idea at all, and when he tried to escape, Pete Wilcox appeared with the beer and cigarettes.
I only found menthols, but... Hey! What are they doing to cancel you, Kevin? Get your hands off him!
Pete easily got rid of the fanatics because of the poison that they ingested was taking effect. The following day, Mr. Franklin showed up with some guards and FBI agents to take them back to their old hospital.
Luckily for you both, some prisoners died, and we have more rooms for you at the mental hospital, so you're heading back home.
When Kevin saw how the FBI agents took out the bodies of the old religious fanatics into the funeral home van, he wondered if his best friend, Alan, his imaginary friend, was the satanic beast that had been possessing his soul. Kevin's father owed a lot of money to many people, especially to this one biker who was one of the owners of the bikes who got killed when he was trying to park his stolen car.
Hey, you still pay the full amount to fix these motorbikes? I'll beat you up with my burial hands, you bastard.
Percy put the check in an envelope to pay off the debt of the bikes, but it still didn't arrive. He knew the biker would be so mad, and so he decided the safe thing to do was send Kevin with the check.
I need you to drop this off to some people. Got it? Tell them the bastard gave you it.
But when he arrived, the biker bar was surrounded by cops. I hope you didn't have anyone you knew in that bar, kid. What happened inside is a real tragedy. The corpses of the bikers were everywhere. Kevin didn't see anything unseeable. What wasn't dismembered was burned. He decided to go home until he noticed something hanging in a tree. It was a baby crocodile that surely belonged to some of the bikers that had ran out here. Kevin put it in his jacket and thought that it was better than having a biker as a souvenir than to have a pet of one. Back home, Kevin told him of his findings.
Hell yeah, looking for one. It works out perfectly.
Tonight, we'll have cookies for dinner. When he put his whole finger in Kevin's pocket.
Ah, shit! Someone bit my finger off.
The baby crocodile bit off his little finger in one bite, so Kevin thought his name should be Pinky.
Don't worry, darling. It's not the first time you've lost your finger. I'm about to put it in some ice and it stays preserved. We can have a transplant back on it.
Percy also lost his finger on another occasion when he decided to shake a military officer's hand.
I guess I'll have to get used to it. It seems removable.
Don't drink that. I put your finger in there. Oh my god, you drank it, you stupid idiot!
When the doctors arrived, they told him that they should get his finger back, so Percy threw it up. When Kevin went to bed, he could imagine all of the tricks that he could train his new pet to do. For example, it could balance a ball with one foot. The crocodile had awakened Kevin's love for animals, but he realised he had no knowledge on crocodiles. Various weeks later, Kevin realised that the rumour about crocodiles growing up fast is very true. Pinky grew up 20 feet long and was hard to hide in Kevin's room.
Have you noticed that dogs have been showing up around our neighborhood? What's going on?
Oh my god, in the neighbor's dumps there's a crocodile!
Wow, Percy Spencer is yelling like a rumor through dumpsters. The march begins!
Percy took his right to rummage through others' trash very seriously and decided to end this matter directly. When the crocodile confronted him, the animal had squid ink all over its snout, its favourite waist because it had a camouflage crown of its head.
Say your last words, lizard!
Alerted by the noise, the neighbours had called the animal control centre.
What happened here, mister? You need medical attention.
You have a cigarette?
Kevin didn't want him to take his pet away, so he faked a few tears.
Don't worry, kid. I'm just gonna put him to sleep so he can be taken to a more appropriate place for him, so he can live with his own kind.
So the man jumped over the neighbour's fence to hunt the crocodile. Surprisingly, the man couldn't handle him because tranquilizers had no effect.
My god, someone help me!
Hey, look what I found. Stuck in the bag.
While the tranquilizer effect took place, Kevin realised it was wrong to have crocodile in captivity. So he decided to take Pinky to the animal control centre so he can live happily with the rest of his species.
Kevin Spencer. Something's wrong with that kid. Kevin Spencer. His head don't work, it never did. Kevin Spencer. You better not cross his path. Kevin Spencer. He's a king smoking alcoholic sociopath.
Where are the lines? Hit me. Hit me. Hit me.